Hello, hello, and welcome back to Kelly Sucks at Gaming. My name is Kelly, and I suck at gaming. Oh my god, it's been so long. Oh, so it's funny that this is my first foray back into uploading anything on YouTube. I think it's been like almost a year since I have uploaded anything to YouTube. I've been pretty silent. I mean, I've responded to comments and such, but I haven't really done anything, and it's been quite crazy. Like, really crazy. I was going back through my videos and I saw that I've moved now 3 times since I started my YouTube channel, and the reason that I've been so the reason that I have been so absent in my YouTube channel is because life's just been really crazy. So about 2 months ago, I moved about 8 hours away from where Patrick and I both together, we moved about 8 hours away from where we were living, which is also where our families are. So we moved away from our families, which was good. I keep telling myself it was good. No, really, it was good. It was a great thing for us to move away and start our own lives together. And we're excited with what this is doing for us being here. But yeah, I decided that my first foray back into YouTube would be to play this game. It's more of an experience. I mean, it is kind of a game because you do actually do things unlike a visual novel, which I don't really consider a game. But I figured I would do this game called Flower. And I always come back to this game whenever like I want something just calm and relaxing and something that I know really well. Like, I know this game excruciatingly well. I've played it far too many times now. Really. I've played it way too many times just because I love it. I always come back to it because it's so pretty. It's so fucking pretty. And I told myself I really was not going to curse on this one because it's not appropriate for this game. But I really, really love this game because it is just so beautiful. And this is the PS4 version. This game originally came out on PS3, and it utilized at the time, the new motion control kind of deal that the PS3 controllers had, which was pretty rudimentary. Especially because the Wii had come out as well around the same time, or maybe it was a little before it. I really should have, there's our first secret. I really should have done a little more research on that before spewing stuff that I don't know. But I'm pretty certain that the Wii had come out recently, and so I don't know if Sony just wanted to jump on the bandwagon of motion controls, or if they always planned to have motion controls with the PS3 but not make it anything like a feature. It's just something that happens to be there, so if a game wanted to include it, they could, but it wasn't the main gimmick of the system. But yeah, as I continue to ramble, this game takes about an hour to finish if you know it pretty well, which I do, so I should be able to finish it pretty quick. But it works a little bit better on PS4 just because the motion controls for the PS4 controllers are a little bit better. And oh, there we go. Okay. And another reason I always come back to this game is because of the music as well. The music is so beautiful. And I'm also a sucker for, I want to make sure I got all the flowers back here. I'm a sucker for piano music of any sort, really. because I play piano, it's something that's really close to my heart, just because it is something that I have stake in, I guess. But the music is done by, oh, and there's one I missed. See, this is why I go back. That's why I go back. But the music is done by someone called Vincent Diamante. And I've never heard of him before playing this game, which really, if I'm being honest, I didn't find this game until it was for free on PS Plus about 3 months ago. I want to say it was around February, March, maybe earlier. It might have been earlier, but it was free on PS Plus, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty. I want that. I'm getting you. And so I did, and I played it, and I was like, I love this game. I love it so much. And I know I just keep spewing that, but it's just such a different experience to what I'm used to playing. And anybody who has played games like Journey or Abzu should recognize this art style. It's the same art style because it's the same studio that made Journey and Abzu. So, but this was, I can't say with absolute certainty that this was their first foray into this kind of genre of game, but it was definitely before Journey and everything. So this game came out in 2009 originally for the PS3, and Journey came out in 2012. And I believe Abzu was 2016, wasn't it? 2016? That's the only one I didn't look up. I looked up when both of these games, when both Journey and Flower came out, but I didn't look up when Abzu came out because I knew it was recent. It was either 2015 or 2016. I couldn't remember which one. One of those. One of those. And I like how even during like the cutscenes, you're still controlling the pedals. Like it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop while you're going through a cutscene. And I'm trying to, my aim is to go ahead and like finish. So I've already collected all of the trophies for this game. And I have not deleted that data. I don't plan to. I'm sorry if anybody, which nobody watches my gameplay videos. Everybody just watches my videos for the Ninja Sex Party. That's all anybody watches my videos for. Which is totally fine. I'm glad people enjoy that content. It's just I don't have any plans right now to do any more Ninja Sex Party anytime soon. I'm just not in a position to really, I know a lot of people were hoping for and had asked for. That was our second secret, by the way. A lot of people were asking for me to do a version of 6969 where it was just me singing, where basically me doing a cover of 6969. I know a lot of people were asking for that, but I just don't really have the means to do that because I can't produce my own music. Yes, I play piano, but being able to play an instrument is different than being able to write your own music and come up with your own music, or even sometimes recreate music that you don't already have like sheet music for. So I would need somebody to either help me or to make an instrumental version of 6969 for me in order for that to get done, and I just have no plans of really trying to do that anytime soon, just because I don't really have the time for it. If I'm being totally honest, I just don't have the time for it. It takes a lot of work, and I'm trying to get my life on track. I've been struggling with some personal things as well during this move, which has made it a little more stressful. But I I desperately need to get a job, and I struggle with depression. I don't know if anybody had figured that out from watching my videos or not. I'm not gonna berate anybody for not having known that. There's our third secret for this level. But I have depression and I struggle with it, and that has made job hunting excruciatingly difficult, and I feel bad because Patrick is so frustrated with me because he really needs me to get a job, desperately needs me to get a job, and I can't. I just can't get myself motivated enough to actually sit down and look for jobs and apply for jobs. Like, that's really what I'm having trouble with, is just getting motivation for it. And I don't know. It's hard to tell somebody and have them understand what it's like to be depressed if they've never been depressed in their life before. A lot of people think it's just being sad. I should have turned the TV down and I didn't. I just realized that. Oops. I hope it's not enough bad feedback through the mic. I really hope so. Oh, and there's our 3 secrets that we got. And we're going to be finding all 3 of those for each level. On to the next level. Yay. But it's really hard to get somebody to understand what it's like. It's not feeling sad. It's more feeling empty. And like, you can't do your regular day-to-day activities. Like, getting up and showering it's like pulling teeth to make yourself do that. You'd rather just lay in bed or sit on the couch all day. That's like all you'd want to do. And that's really stressful because you know you have to, yet you can't. You just can't make yourself. And Patrick doesn't understand that. And that's frustrating for me because I'm just like, I wish it was as simple as just motivating myself and just being like, okay, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do things today. I'm going to go to the store and then I'm going to look for jobs and I'm going to shower and make myself look nice because that's going to make myself feel better. And it's just, it's so hard. And anybody who has ever dealt with depression will know that it's very, very difficult. Now this first one, the first secret for this level, I'm not 100% sure where it is. I feel like I knew where it was, but I can't quite remember. I really should have had a walkthrough up and ready to go, and I didn't, and now I'm regretting it. Because I thought I remembered, but I do remember this one I had trouble with because it wasn't where the walkthrough said it was. And I mean, I did end up finding it, but it wasn't where the walkthrough said that it would be. And that's why I may end up flying around for a hot minute looking for them. Because it said that it was like up here and it wasn't. Like the walkthrough said it was up on this ridge. It's not, which is why I'm like, and I just remember because I flew around this ridge for forever and ever and ever trying to find the secret, and I couldn't find it, and that was really frustrating. And I just know I can't go to the next area until I find the secret. So I'll go ahead and do this. And just see if I can see it like on the horizon or something. Somewhere. I don't know. I don't remember where it is. We'll find it. Don't worry. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. We will find it. Oh, Jesus. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay. It can get a little bit difficult to control at times. Just because it is motion controls. And motion controls can be a bit iffy at times, you know. I mean, as anybody who has ever dealt with a Wii or a Wii U know that motion controls can be a bit iffy. Let's see. Okay, so I know I've missed it. At least I'm pretty certain I'd have missed it. No? Oh. Aha! Aha, aha. That should be the first secret. That should be the first secret. Should be the first secret. That should be the first secret. It is the first secret. Sweet. I mean, there's no way to truly know. Because there is no, like, counter or anything for you. But I just remembered, yes, that is the first secret. I did not get those flowers. I need to get those right there. Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You'll hear that a lot from this game. Well, from me playing this game, just because motion controls, they're difficult to deal with. And they do get a little bit off every now and then. Okay, this one, I think you have to clear parts of the field first, most of the field at least, before you can get the second secret. So we're just gonna be finding a shit ton of flowers first. I got all those flowers over there. During the cutscene, I just happened to be pointing that direction. Cool. Okay, so we need to go back to the rocks here and start from over there. And I doubt I'll be able to do this in one fell swoop, but here's to hoping that I can. Yep, I already missed one. Like, as soon as I fucking am like, I can do it in one fell swoop. Nope. Hopes dashed immediately. Ah! Like I said, motion controls, man. Motion controls, man. I see. I'm trying. I missed one. I've got to go back. There we go. Actually, I missed a couple according to... So every time you get a flower petal, your controller will vibrate a little bit and it'll make a little tone, a little... I don't know, is that a xylophone tone? To let you know that you got it, and the flower will bloom, obviously. And it's like, sometimes you can just know because you didn't get the... You didn't... Oh, shit. Yeah. Like I said, motion controls. They can be a little tough. I missed some again. I've missed a lot this time. Crab diddles. Crab diddlies. We're going back for them. Even in the cutscene, we're going back for them. No, we don't want to go that way quite yet. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Still collecting flowers because I can feel my controller vibrating. I don't know. There's just something really cathartic about there being no music after something happening. There's just something about it. I feel like I have to whisper just because, and we'll go back and look at this. This is like one of my favorite sceneries in the game. We'll go back and look at it because it's just, look at it. It's so pretty. Like, can blue and purple grass exist in real life? Please. It is so stinking pretty. So did I not get all the flowers bloomed? Apparently not. So I was missing some flowers. Now this should take us, this should take us to the second secret for this level. And sometimes the camera doesn't want to work with you, which makes it a little bit difficult. There we go. Second secret. Now that we're all colored up, let's fly up nice and high and take a nice beautiful look at this canyon here. This beautiful canyon. Like, God, this game is just so pretty, man. Especially on the PS4 with 60 FPS and everything. It's just, oh, it's so beautiful. And I tried to make sure that I turned my Elgato up like all the way to 1080p with 60 FPS. So I hope it's actually capturing that right now. There's been times where I've sworn that I've set that and then it didn't actually do that. It didn't actually capture that way. So we'll see. Hopefully it does. Let's see. Somewhere. I have to go back for. I have to actually. Yep. Okay. And here's our third secret in this little canyon. Here we go. Here's our third secret. So now we can just finish the level, and this is pretty cool because this is actually one of the achievements that you need if you want to 100% the achievement system. And so notice how around these rocks it was blue flowers. And now we're gonna have, oh well, now we've got to follow the yellow flowers, but there'll be a different, and look at how our petals and our ball glows blue now. So this is for the achievement, and we'll do some more painting. See how it's like you're painting the grass? See that, those swirls down there? That was because of, that was where I was traveling, and you basically painted the grass. So we're gonna get a couple of other colors here in just a minute once we bloom all these other flowers. So now we have yellow. And next we have pink. So we'll have the opportunity to paint the grass with these different colors that will turn our ball and our petals into, which I think is super cool. And it is for an achievement, you have to, and I think you have to use all 3 colors. Again, I hope that we're not getting serious feedback from the mic right now, or from the TV, because I totally forgot to turn the TV sound down. So I think you have to paint with all 3 colors in order to get the achievement. So we're yellow now, so let's paint a little bit of yellow around here. And after you've made all of the colors appear, they will stay until, like, your ball will stay that color until you change colors. So now I'm pink. So let's go paint some pink around here. paint some pretty pink. We'll take a look at our painting in just a minute. I'm not really going for much of anything at the moment. I'm just kind of... Oh, it's supposed to stay the color until... But I guess it does wear off. Now we're blue. Let's paint some blue over here. Okay, now let's fly up and take a look at our painting. Oh, look at how beautiful our painting is. Look at how beautiful. It's just scribbles, but that's okay. That's totally okay. But you have to do that in order to get the achievement. And if I hadn't already gotten the achievement, it should have popped up at that point. So now we're just going to go ahead and finish the level. Like, and the nice thing about this game, I guess the reason it doesn't get tiring for me is because you can finish it in just over an hour, you know, if you know what you're doing. So I guess that, oh, look at how pretty that is. Oh, and another thing. So when you finish a level, you can just kind of watch. It'll kind of turn into a screensaver mode where you can just kind of watch the different, oh. Maybe that's if you play the level again. Maybe you have to play the level after the... So after you play the level, if you go back and play it again, when you finish it, it will just go from all... It'll just do like screensaver mode, and you'll just see all these different sceneries from that level, which is super duper cool, and it's really relaxing. And I've actually left that on my TV before, just playing, just for the day, and it was lovely. It was lovely. I loved it. So this, after we finish this level, we will be at halfway through the game. If that tells you anything, my clock is telling me I've been recording for 28 minutes, but this video should be just a bit shorter than that because, you know, that includes me setting up the recording equipment and doing sync testing and everything. So I'm also being super duper thorough, like a little more thorough than I kind of need to be right now. Oh, I love the music in this. It's so fun. This one and then the last level are probably my favorite music pieces for this game. The soundtrack only has 9 pieces, but there's quite a few that are like 6, 7, 8, 12 minutes long. So there's a few of them that are quite long. So you just gotta... There's also another achievement in this level. So the whole point is that you are restarting these windmills. And once the windmills are blowing, then you... Okay, I think my controller got a little bit off kilter here. That is something that can happen. But you are restarting the windmills, and so when you restart them, you have the opportunity of being blown around through them. And so that's another achievement, that you just let yourself get blown around a whole bunch by the windmills. And after you hit a certain amount, I think it's 7 times, it wants you to get blown 7 times, that you'll get the achievement. So I know I'm not actually doing the achievements, but I am trying to, especially the ones that I remember, I am trying to just state how they work. Aha, first secret. I'm just trying to state how they work and how to get them, just so that, and I'll show you with the windmills. But I'm also really thorough. I like to make sure I actually do all of the flowers. It's some weird completionist deal that I feel when I do these kinds of things. Let's see. I like to make sure that I've... Oh, I see some more here. Okay, did I miss any in there? That's another thing. So I never actually talked about how this game controls, other than it utilizes motion controls, which it does. But you just, really, you only need one button for this entire game. You just push any button and that makes you go faster. So you can go super slow, which is kind of grueling and excruciating. Or you can just hold a button. I choose to use R2. You can use X, you can use L2, you can use R1, L1, but that's how you get blown around. You just run into the windmill and it will blow you around. And you do that 7-ish times to get the achievement. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move on from here though. Shit, snacks. I've totally broken my no cussing in this playthrough thing that I was doing. I also took the time off from being here on YouTube as kind of a self-reflection, because like I said, I've been struggling with depression and I need to find a job and I just can't make myself do it, and I've just been trying to figure my life out and put my life together, basically, because my life is kind of in shambles. No big deal. MBD. I'm cool. I'm hip. I can use the lingo the kids use these days. Oh, that's another thing. I had a birthday and I'm really struggling right now with this. I think it's because I can't tell where the white flowers are. They're like hidden really well in these little pink ball things in the grass. But no, I had a birthday. My birthday is July 11th, 7/11. For anybody who knows what 7/11 is, which if you're in America, you probably do. Yeah, so I am now 25 years old and I feel really, really old, and it's kind of weird because it's just now starting to settle in that I'm an adult, that I'm an adult. And it's kind of weird feeling. Like, the feeling of actually accepting that I'm an adult now is a weird feeling. And I don't know, I didn't know that there would be like a period of like, I don't even fucking know. I didn't know that there would be like this uncertainty that you wouldn't know. I thought it was just like, oh yeah, I'm an adult now, nothing's really changed. And granted, nothing really has changed, but it's still this weird feeling like, I don't know. Like, it's okay for me to be an adult now. It's okay for me to want to get married and want to have kids, and it's okay now. Like, I'm at a proper age to do that, and that's weird feeling to me. Being like, you're the proper age. Like, it's acceptable for you to get pregnant now. Like, so Patrick and I, we drove back home last weekend in order to go back. So my brother is getting married and I'm a bridesmaid in the wedding. And so there was a bridal shower that I had to be a part of this weekend. And so we drove home in order to be there for that. And on the drive back, we just started talking about all these adult things, like namely starting a family. Now, granted, we're not married, but we've been together for almost 7 years. And okay, so this part, I'll come back to what I was talking about, but I just have to, I kind of have to just. So this one is tricky. So you're going through this king. You don't really have a whole bunch of agency in this level, but in order to get the secret, I'll show you. We're about to come to a cave on the left that we're gonna take. See right there? So you need to lean left to go into this here cave, and then you're gonna want to go left. You're gonna get the secret, and it's going to take us back out to where we started. So that if you want to come back here real quick just for a hot minute, if you thought you forgot something or whatever, you can. But we're going to go back into the canyon yet again. And there's new flowers here. And what we're going to do, we're going to go through that cave again. We're going to do that again. So in total, we'll go through this first part of the canyon twice. This is to get an achievement. It's a really difficult achievement if you don't know where to go for it. So we're gonna go right. We'll do that again, and then we need to stay right. And you'll see this place with these hieroglyphics, or not hieroglyphics, but you'll get that. You'll see those cave paintings. That's what those are, and that's what the achievement is getting those. And so that's a really difficult achievement that not many people know how to get, and so that's how you get that one. So now we should just go to the ending part here. We're gonna skip the cave this time and keep on going. We're flying and we're out of the cave. So I think, yep, there's the last secret right here, hidden in that little alcove there. And now that's all of our secrets, so we can just finish the level now. I love this song as well. It's so calm and relaxing. Like, I could easily just fly around this area for forever and ever. I really could. This game makes me happy, y'all. It's stupid, but it really does. I think it's just the calm, serene, like, whenever I'm having a bad day, I just kind of turn this on and I play it again. And I'm just like, oh, I needed this. Like, this is like my calm, especially because I can't have my horse here. I can't afford to move him yet. And I haven't found a place for him yet, so I don't have my horse as a means of stress relief, and so I play this game as my means for stress relief. But back to what I was talking about, being an adult, and our long discussion on our 8-hour car trip back here from home. We talked a lot about kids, especially, and how, you know, we both want to have kids at some point. and it's actually acceptable now, but we kind of made an agreement. We came to an agreement that we need to get married first, and we need to buy a house first, which requires, well, Patrick made an agreement. He's like, I will marry you if you get a job. And then we agreed that, you know, in order to buy a house, I need a job, which makes total sense. Kind of need two incomes in order to afford a house. And once we've done both of those things, then we'll be able to have a family, start a family for ourselves, because we've really been thinking about that a lot lately, and that's just been on the back of our minds as something that we really want to do. We really want to start a family, and it feels weird talking about this on the internet to total strangers, and I'm too scared to tell my parents that that's what I want to do. But the reason that we have to get married before we can start having kids is just because my family is super conservative. And my family will severely judge me if I don't know, if I get pregnant and I'm not married, even though I've been with Patrick for almost 7 years. They know the deal. They do, but still, it's just like, they'll still judge me for it. I'm leaning. So we just decided, in order to keep any animosity from occurring in our family, that we'd just go ahead and get married before trying to start a family. I'm sorry that this got all sorts of serious. I wasn't really going for like serious conversation, but I wasn't going for funny with this playthrough. I was just wanting something kind of chilled out and relaxed and a little bit personal, but not like serious personal, if you feel me. I don't know. I don't know what I was going for. I gotta say, the blue flowers are probably my favorite. They're really pretty. And it's cool because in this level, like, the sun is actively going down as you're playing it. Like, not in real time. It's scripted, but it's still happening. And it turns to nighttime as you continue on. I think that's pretty freaking cool. Okay, we can't go over there yet. I gotta continue along the storyline first. And anybody who has played this game or Journey or Abzu before, you'll get the feel of what this game is supposed to be and is trying to be and everything real quick. Like, it doesn't really try to hide it at all. It's got an agenda to it, basically, and kind of all the games from the studio kind of have an agenda, and you'll get it pretty quick. I'm not gonna spoil anything for anybody, but there is an agenda when it comes to this company's games like this. But see how now the sun is down, and why is my controller being so weird and funky? Like, I must have really gotten it out of sync badly, because it's being a little bit funky dilly. Okay. So before we get those, we're gonna hop on over here real quick. Go past all these haystacks. And I don't know if you can see it in the distance, but there's our first secret. Bing! Okay, there's our first secret. So now we can actually come back and do what it's trying to get us to do here. I know I keep saying it over and over again, but I love this game. It's just so pretty and so relaxing, and it might be the music. I listen to the soundtrack constantly. Like, I love this soundtrack. Okay, I can't go over there yet. I love the soundtrack so much to this game. Because it's just so relaxing and so pretty, and it just makes me feel good. Oop, I got stuck. I was trying to like get partway through one because you can just kind of keep going as the cutscene is going. So I was like trying to get through one while I was in the cutscene for another. I wish hay bales would glow like that. That'd be pretty stinking cool if that ever happened. Ta-da! All 5 hay bales. All pretty and glowy like they never do. Aha. So I think our second secret is coming up here. I can't remember if it's for this one or the one right after it, but you know how we're lighting up the ground. I can't remember if it's this one. So I'm going to fly up. And the second secret is you have to, there's a couple of little ponds around. And you have to light up the ponds. Ah, no, that's our second secret. I'm thinking of the third secret. I got ahead of myself. Second secret. So the second secret is the wagon. Third secret is the pond. So I don't think it's this pond, yeah, because I can't even do it yet. It actually might be that pond. I just can't do it yet. So we'll come to it in a hot minute when we get to the next section. Oh, and here comes the struggle for control. Control, I need control. I'm losing control entirely. Oh, this is like nerve-wracking to me. There are some weird things in games that are really nerve-wracking to me and just really get my stress going. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. But like those kinds of things where it's like, I guess it's the whole lack of control. I'm guessing that's what it is it's just the lack of control really kind of just gets me going. But for this next one, we've got to start our light first, and then we can go light up that pond over there that it wouldn't let us get to. So we've got to light up the pond first before we do this, because if you try to do it afterwards, you won't get the opportunity. So you kind of gotta come light this pond up. And there's our third secret right there. So now we can head on back over to our field that we were working on and light up the field. And I believe this is the last thing for this level, and that'll finish off our level. It's really kind of too bright. Like, it almost hurts. I know, like, it almost kind of hurts to watch. That might just be me, though. I'm also not wearing glasses, which can easily affect it. You don't have to paint the entire thing in. It'll, as long as it's most of it. Oh no. Uh-oh. That's not good. That is not good. I'm sure you kind of could tell with the ever increasing amount of human structure showing up after each level. And I'm sure you can tell it now, but this game's why do I have like no control? Oh gosh. Oh gosh, I have like no control. I don't remember it being like this last time, where you essentially had no control. Maybe this is totally scripted. But I'm sure if you couldn't tell from before, you can obviously tell now that the agenda with these games is that nature is getting overrun by human development and human structure, and we have to preserve nature instead of forgetting about it and everything. And so that's kind of, I don't think, it's been a long time. I've never actually played Journey, but I did watch a playthrough of it. I actually watched Jacksepticeye's playthrough of it, and I kind of regret watching a playthrough rather than getting the opportunity to experience it myself. But even so, it's been a long time. It's been at least a few years since I've watched that playthrough or any playthrough of Journey. And I can't remember if it's the same way, but Abzu, I like Abzu. But if we're being totally honest, it's a complete rehash of this story, where you are trying to save the ocean from, spoilers by the way, trying to save the ocean from being entirely like eaten up by human structure, I guess. So the first secret, so this level, actually, you can skip a whole bunch of it. Like, there's a whole lot of flower petals that you do not have to get because there's no need to. But here's our first secret in this little canyon. But yeah, in order to get, oh, so we can just take that way. But you can actually skip like a shit ton of flowers in this. So if we fly all the way back to where we started, I mean, you can see all these flowers here, but the purpose of these flowers is to turn off the electricity to these little hubs around you. So each set of purple flowers will turn off that set of electricity right there. And really, you can just skip all of it. You don't have to do it. So this is where we started. But I'll do it just for the sake of actually playing the game. It's difficult though, and I will get shocked a lot. Like a lot. Like, that's the whole thing, is that if you touch any of the electrified bits, that you kind of lose a little bit of health. Which means you lose some of your flower petals. So, as we get these purple ones, it turns the electricity off. So now it's safe. You can touch it if you want, and it's not going to kill you. But now, also, if I'm being totally honest, I don't quite remember where the second secret for this level is. Don't hate me. Haha. It's actually quite jarring when you get electrocuted. Like, it really kind of is like... It's quite jarring when you get electrocuted. Because it's like, oh, geez. Like, that's intense. It's also hard to see where the white flowers are in here. Not really gonna aim to get all of them. But if you just go slowly. There is also... I'll get electrocuted here. Oh, I didn't. How did I not? That's interesting. There's also an achievement that is quite difficult. That is going through this entire level without getting electrocuted at all. And the reason that is so difficult is because at the end part, at the end of this level, you, I'm gonna get electrocuted. Yep, there it is. See, that's pretty jarring, isn't it? That's kind of scary. I mean, it's not scary, but it's like, holy shit, I was not expecting that. Like, I'm gonna get electrocuted several more times. Trying to get through here, yeah. You know what? I might just say screw it and not do it because you don't have to. It's not necessary. But there is an achievement for not getting electrocuted at all in this level, which the nice thing is you can totally avoid all of this, like I said. You can totally avoid this whole entire first part and just go straight to your quote-unquote objective for this first section and just totally bypass all of this. So that's all stuff that, all electrocution that you can totally just forget is there and don't worry about. So yeah, you can totally bypass all of that and go directly to here. Which is like your first objective or whatever. And if you touch the transformer here, you will get electrocuted. So you have to get the flowers before. And that turns the electricity off here and allows you to move on to the second area. Now I think the secret, I think I know how to get the secret in this one. Oops, I forgot you can't. I think I know how to get the secret for this one, but I can't quite remember. This is one of those ones that I was just like, I don't exactly remember how to do this one. So we'll see. We'll see. I think you have to turn off all of these little poles and make them all turn off. I think. Again, don't quote me on that. Or you just have to get all the flowers. Either or. I can't remember. It's one of those. You either get all the flowers. Oh, and be careful when you get the pink flowers in this level, it will like do a wind burst deal. So be careful and be prepared for that. Otherwise you might get blown into a place where you'll get electrocuted. We're gonna go for that one next, actually. I'm gonna grab these first. And we're just gonna circle around and come and turn this one off. Go out, come back in to grab those few that I missed. I might be mistaken. Oh, no, I just had to move. Is my secret in there? Nope, my secret is not in there. Dang it. I was hoping my secret would be in there. But yeah, you have to, I think you have to topple over all of these in order to get it. I think is what you have to do. Again, just my speculation because I can't quite remember. I'm bad at I'm bad at this, as I'm sure people can tell. Let's go get these pink flowers that are going to shoot us around. Okay, and we'll go ahead and turn off this transformer while we're at it. Again, don't touch the transformer or you will be electrocuted. And there you go. Turns off power, and there's 3 of these large ones that you have to turn off in order to go to the next area. And there's lots of these kinds of areas where you can collect, where it just has a bunch of white flowers. So if you've gotten electrocuted a number of times, it's just a place where you can gather some more flower petals. I honestly don't know what happens if you lose all of your flower petals, or if it's even possible. It might not even be possible that you can lose all of your flower petals. I couldn't remember if there was. You also might have to have all the pink flowers before the secret will show up. I don't know. I'm struggling to remember on this one how to get the secret, where they show up, because I know there is a secret in this level. I know there is. I know. That's why I'm like, I don't remember how to get it. It might be just to bloom all the flowers in the field. It could just be that. And I'm just being stupid. Oh, I went in from the wrong angle, home skillet. I went in from the wrong angle. This is gonna make my life a little more difficult. There we go. And as long as you take it a little bit slow going through there, if you're trying to get the achievement for not getting electrocuted at all in this level, you will just want to take it slow and just be slow with it. Take your time, because you will. I mean, it's a little bit of a challenge in this one, especially when we get to the final act of this level. You'll see why it's difficult when we get there. I'll show you, which won't be too long now. If I can just find the secret for this level first, then I can finish it off and we can move on. But I have to find the secret first. And I'm worried that I'm not going to get it. Like, I'm going around trying to find all of the flowers, all the unbloomed flowers. Did I screw something up? I might have screwed something up. I didn't think there was an order. I think that's what determines it. Because I gotta bring this tower down. And I think it's in here. Is it? Is it? Is it? Secret? Secret! Yay! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! You just had to bloom all the flowers first. Yay! Secret. Okay, now let's go finish this. Yeah, so you had to bloom all of the other flowers first. And then those flowers, you have to go back to that beginning, because those white flowers were not there. So you have to go back to the beginning and get those white flowers in order to have the secret show up. So we have one more secret, and it's a little bit of a doozy to get to. And I will also show you the best way, I think, to get the achievement for not being electrocuted, because really this part, this last act of this level, is the most difficult for trying to get that achievement. Just because there's a lot of opportunities to get electrocuted in this last part. It's a maze. It's an electricity maze. And I suggest for this part, turning up your TV's brightness and contrast as much as you possibly can. Like as high as it will go, because as you can see, it's really difficult to see, and I did that on purpose. But as you're going into the maze, stick it to the right wall in order to find the secret. So just stay going to the right the entire time and watch out for the poles. The way that you know they're electrified is if they are glowing, as you saw that one doing. So just stay to the right the entire time, kind of stay close to the ground, because you can easily miss them sitting on the ground. And just every chance you can go right, go right. There. See? I told you. Hug that right wall. And now you can just finish the maze, which really is not a maze. You're just kind of going about. I got electrified, damn it. Like, I didn't think I was that low. But now it's not really a maze. You don't have to find your way. As long as you just keep moving, you'll get out of it. So I'm going to show you. Okay. So the best way is to... Now, granted, don't do what I just did, but hug the left wall and stay about... here-ish. I know that's kind of hard to really approximate, but as long as you stay here-ish and you don't hold any buttons down. Shit. But do not hold any buttons down, and you should have been fine. Granted, I wasn't really trying, as bad as that sounds. I wasn't really trying to get there, because I've already gotten the achievement. But don't hold any buttons down when you're going through the maze. Don't hold any buttons down going through the maze, and you'll be able to get the achievement. You might have to do it once or twice. I think I did it 3 times in order to get it, until I finally got it. But we have one more level. We're on to the last level, and we're just over an hour now, so we're doing pretty good. A little bit slower just because I've been piddle-diddling around, but doing pretty good on time. Like I said, this game, on a first playthrough, it'll take you probably about an hour and a half, maybe up to 2 hours if you're just taking your time. But really, it's a quick game, and that's why I love it so much, for just an afternoon or a morning, whatever you feel like doing. The nice thing is I started recording at 9:30 this morning. It's currently 10:30, and I'm going to go to the gym after this, because I've been, I've been really, and again, here's just like an ab zoo. You can make, and I love this song too. That's what I said. Like, I love, my favorite songs were from that, I think it was the 3rd level, and then this level. They're my favorite songs, because it's just like, because this one's called Purification of the City, and I love it. Because, that's what I said. Like, their whole agenda is to, like, environmental friendliness, which there's nothing wrong with that. We need to. I'm not trying to get political or anything, but I mean, we need to. It's important right now for us to take care of the environment. But they kind of have an agenda, and I always make it like a personal quest in order to bloom all of the flowers in this level, which you kind of have to, actually. I think it's an achievement to bloom all of the flowers in this level. Which can be a little daunting because there's thousands of flowers in this level. Thousands of flowers in this level. So it can be a little bit daunting, but just have fun with it. This one's a fun level. But it's also a personal quest of mine just to try to do all of it as well. So I think to get the first secret, I don't think the first secret is in this area. I think it's in the second area. I know where the second and third definitely are, but I can't remember if this is, I don't know. But make sure that you get rid of all, this might be the first secret, but you have to get rid of all of the scaffolding pieces, like all of it, in order to get it. So just, again, take your time. Make sure you're not being skimpy. And like I say, you can keep going while you're watching the cutscene, because it's in real time. The cutscenes are in real time, so you can still do things. So just take your time and do it all as you're going. We're gonna go back to get all the flowers after we've gotten rid of all the scaffolding. Oh, I got stuck on the building. Dang it. Now we gotta go around because there might be one or two just kind of hidden in a corner somewhere. So let's keep going. Yep, see, like there's one hidden right behind us here. There might be one hidden in a corner. You just gotta be thorough with it and make sure that you've checked all of the corners to make sure that you've gotten all of the scaffold. Okay, okay now. Hey now, Rockstar. You're a flower. Go play. I don't fucking know, man. Alright, so let's go get us some flower petals and make our numbers greater. Make sure you do all of these red ones, as it will purify the buildings, and that's important because for that achievement you have to purify the entire city, which means basically you have to bloom every flower and you have to awaken every part. So in the next section we'll see there's an area that is kind of, you can easily miss pieces of that need to be reawoken or whatever. So just like I said, be thorough with this part. You have to be really thorough actually if you want that achievement. So, because I mean the achievement is to awaken the entire city. So I mean, I guess I would assume the implications of that would be you need to make sure you bloom the entire city and don't skip anything. Don't be skimpy. Which I know I'm missing some things. Like I said, I've already gotten the achievement. Oh shit. Whoops. That can happen if you're being a little enthusiastic with this game. You can accidentally hit the PS button. That's pretty funny actually. I don't think I've ever accidentally hit the PS button like that. Silly Billy me. I'm not gonna say that ever again. That sounded really stupid. And I'm kind of sorry for ever saying that. Alright, let's see. Okay, we've missed a whole bunch in here. Okay. Let's see. I think there's a few here. Yeah. Just going around making sure got everything. I know I said that I wasn't going to try to get this achievement even though I've already gotten it, but at the same time it's like my whole completionist kind of attitude with these kinds of things, especially like with collectathons. Oh man, I am a completionist when it comes to collectathons. I love collectathons because, I don't know, because of the whole completionist aspect. Let's see. I'm not seeing anymore. Oh, there's one. All right. We're moving on now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for wasting everybody's time. We're gonna move on. So this part, there's a lot that you can miss. So just take your time. And I suggest getting the, do the fans last. And do like the scaffolding and the playground equipment first. You got to be careful because there's a couple of pieces of playground equipment that are like hidden a little bit. So I think I missed the slide the first time around. You just have to make sure that everything is basically colored in order for it to count towards the purification of the city achievement. So you just have to make sure that you're really thorough about it. I know I keep saying you have to be thorough, but it's like, it's true. You do have to just be really thorough about it if you want that achievement. Okay, so let me get these flowers right quick, and then we will do the fans. And you'll see why I choose to do the fans last. Okay, if I can actually like get the flowers, that'd be nice. Because watch what they will do. They will make you fly up and go places and do things. So that's why, because it can kind of disorient you doing these. Shoot. Doing the fans first, I think, can be very disorienting. And this one, you can go from the bottom. It's probably easier to go from the bottom, but I usually go from the top. This is where our first secret. This is our first secret. This is our first. I'm absolutely certain of it. This is our first secret. I got confused. I couldn't quite remember, but now I do remember that this is indeed our first secret. So we're gonna go inside this building and we're gonna go up, and we got the secret. It's on, I don't know if you could see them. There they are. They're on a scaffolding. So if you just go straight up in the building, you will hit them and get them. And of course you'll be able to tell by the sound and the hit these fans, but you'll be able to tell by the sound, and obviously your controller will vibrate. Alrighty, so on to the next part. This part, the road, really, in order for completionist aspect, just don't go left. You can go every other direction, just don't go left, okay? And you'll be able to get the second secret, which is here. So you'll come to a crossroads right here. And I suggest going right first because that will take you to the secret. Why can't I go right? Okay, I guess the game just needed to catch up for a hot minute. And there's just, got the secret. I heard the chime. They are under here. I know it's hard to see because there's so many petals now, which is awesome, but I love it. It's beautiful. So yeah, second secret is there, and if you just continue along, it takes you back here to do the road again, and this time you can go to the center. You'll need to do the center. You'll need to do both the right and the center of the road in order to if you want the purification of the city bit. So just make sure you hit all these scaffoldings. I'm pretty sure that I missed one back there, so I might do it again just to be certain, because I think I did. And I'm a completionist, as you can tell at this point. So yeah, I'm gonna do it one more time. Yeah, I'm thinking my PS4 is... I've noticed, especially like playing Overwatch and such, that my PS4 has been struggling a little bit with keeping up. I have an original... Come on. Come on. Come. There we go. I have an original PS4. Got it... I think it came out like, what? August, September? And of like 2012. And I got it in December. So... shoot. So it was pretty new. Whenever we have the disposable income, we want to get a PS4 Pro. Just because I've been noticing, especially like with Overwatch, I've noticed slowdown and it takes a while for things to load in and such. So just ready to upgrade. And I'm a little bit surprised that even like this game, which is not really seriously graphically heavy considering it was made for the PS3, is having some slowdown, you know? And again, for the purification of the city, you will need to get rid of like all of these pieces of scaffolding that you see here, if you want that achievement. And again, I am a completionist, so I'm gonna do it. And a few more will grow as you go. I'm like really struggling here with the controls. Come on! There we go. And luckily it doesn't do like a cutscene every single time you do a building now. I was like, that would be really irritating. I'm glad that there's a few buildings that it'll show a cutscene for, but most of them it won't. So the third secret, as you continue, there will be, they'll be behind a fan, and I think it's gonna be the second fan. So we're actually gonna continue to get that. No, I didn't want to do that yet. Dag nabbit. Nice thing is, I think you can go back there behind this fan, the second fan there. Yes, the nice thing is you can go backwards if you really need to. Not super far, but for the most part you can go backwards if you missed some stuff, which is nice. Oh, we're putting the building back together as well as freeing it from the humanness stuff that we have put on it. Look at that. It's not just the purification of the city, it's the reparations as well. Isn't that cool? You can see there's some flowers up here that we missed that I think will free this building. Yep. Purified that building. So let's move on, I suppose. We'll go ahead and fix this building up here. There we go. and the big baddie. I guess this is about as close as you can get to a boss fight in this game. So I'm a completionist, and I like to go ahead and just get rid of all these as they grow. So they're like going to grow as you progress towards the end here. And I go ahead and get rid of them just because it's like, collectathon! Yay! Something to do! I don't know, and there's something satisfying about getting rid of all of it as you go, you know? You feel me on that? I also subscribe to Oddly Satisfying. It's oddly satisfying. And I like feeling oddly satisfied. And I know this is like kind of hard to keep up with and to watch, because I'm just like making it not easy to keep up with and watch. But it's like it's so satisfying getting rid of all of it. Alright, screw it, we're just gonna keep on keeping on. Okay, I screwed something up here. Here we go. Here we go. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. There we go. There we go. We're getting rid of all of that. We're getting rid of all of it. Say goodbye, evil human scaffolding crap. You're getting flower powered to death. Quite literally. Oh, look. Look. And what is it? It's our window. Check that shit out. Oh, and the whole city. Yay! Oh, it's like, it's so feel-goody. Oh, and a gigantic tree blossoming out of the rubble. Oh, it's so satisfying, and it makes you feel so good. It does make you feel good. And I love it. Yay! Well, that's technically the end of the game. But there's one more secret level. It's not really hidden, but it's kind of cool. It's what they did for the credits, and it's very cool. They made the credits into a last level. It's kind of like a recap of the whole game, each level that you went through. So as you go through the credits level, oh, look at that, the little lone flower growing out of the concrete. But they as you go through, it's like dos, tres. Yes! Yay! Oh, game completed. Feels good. And you get a secret ending. That is awesome. Well, it's not really a secret ending, but it's like a secret view. And it's so pretty. Like, oh, the first time that I discovered this, I was just like, can I live there right now? Please. Please, I will do whatever it takes to live here. It's so pretty. But this picture frame is the credits level. It's our final level. And it's our nice little recap. And we're just gonna cruise around slowly through this and enjoy the credits. And I love this song too. It's one of my favorites. It's just called The Credits. But it's like it pauses at each flower to give you the opportunity to like read the name. And I think that's really cool. It's like, I don't know, because I guess it's interactive, that you're more likely to pay attention and learn who these people are, you know? Like, maybe it's just me. It probably is just me, but it just feels, I don't know. I feel like I'm more likely to read their names and acknowledge these people. Like, I always acknowledge people who make things like in movies and TV shows and in video games. Like, I mean, it's just right to do that, to acknowledge them and give them the credit for what they did, because it takes a long time to make these kinds of things. Long time, long hours, and a lot of people and a lot of work and passion. And so it's just right to, oh crap. It's just right to give these people the notification that they deserve, the notoriety, you know, for doing this and for putting their time and efforts into it. I just think it's very cool. A very cool way to do the credits. And I understand it kind of pads out runtime a little bit. Take a look at what we just created, because we were kind of painting as we were going. So if we wanted to fill some of this in, we can. I think. Maybe we weren't. Maybe I just thought we were. Okay, yeah, I just thought we were. I was wrong. I was mistaken. I thought we were painting and we were not. But yeah, there's a nice little interactive. I think I missed somebody because her name keeps showing up. I did. I'm so sorry, Chris Eckert. I apologize. There we go. Sorry, Chris Eckert. I already got those, but thank you. I promise you I'm not like crying because it's the end of the game. I'm just really nasally congested. Additional credits. I just get really congested a lot. It's a problem that I always have. I've always had sinus problems. I'm not sure why. Coolish, beanish. Oh, more flowers. But you see what I mean by it being like a recap, because now we're in the windmill area, which was the second level, and I don't know, I just think it's really cool and creative and interactive way of doing it, so that people are more likely to see. Now it's the lights, so now we're getting to the glowy area. I mean, it's really cool. It's a nice little recap of what you've just gone through. And see, Vincent Diamante for the music. I told you. Seriously, go check out the soundtrack. It is so relaxing, and it's perfect in every way. Ah! I'm sorry, people that I just missed. It's perfect. Well, it's perfect to me. Maybe not everybody. God damn. Maybe not everybody else, but for me, it's perfect, and I love it. And it's so relaxing, and sometimes I put it on to go to sleep. Yay, and now we can light crap up. I'm not doing that, by the way. Steve Johnson doing a good job with that sound design, man. Like, and I know this. Oh no! Like, and I know this is like an old game too. It's nothing new. It's nothing that's for a lot of people, a game like this really just isn't anything that they'd be interested in, and isn't anything that they'd really care about putting the time into or anything. But to me, these are the kinds of games that deserve the most. Oh, and be careful. If you play this, you will still get electrocuted in this. You can still get electrocuted in the credits. It's not cool. I didn't think it was okay for them to do that. To be like, oh yeah, we're gonna still electrocute you. But they did it, and I'm like, okay then. I mean, granted, they made it a little bit easier to follow, but still. You can still get electrocuted. Oh, where am I? Missing stuff. Okay. Here we go. And this is the final bit. We're coming to an end. I will miss somebody in here. I promise you. I will miss somebody in here. But we're coming to the end. Did I miss somebody? I feel like I did. I probably did. I probably did. And the extra credits. That's the end of it. And you can still kind of like control your flower petals in the background, but they will start to, they just kind of stay at that distance. Or maybe they do continually get further away. I can't remember. They might actually get further away. Yeah, they do. Maybe. I don't know. I can't tell. But honestly, I think I'm just gonna put the controller down and let the credits play and let these people, I don't know, let these people have their moment, even though it's been 8 years since this game came out. And I know there's other playthroughs of it online that people have done. I just remember when I first got this game, like 6 to 8 months ago, that there was like no playthroughs of it on YouTube. And I thought that was interesting. It's like there was like maybe one, but it was a long time ago, like when it first came out, and it was somebody who had just taken the taken a camcorder and used a camcorder to record their TV while they were playing it. And it's like, since then, I know people have done like nice 1080p recordings of it, but you know, I thought I'd add mine. Thank you, Blue Point, for a beautiful game. Oh, and the special thanks. I love it when they always like thank their families and everyone too. Well, that's it. That's the end of Flower. Oh, what a great screen to leave on. Oh, it's so beautiful. I want to live there so bad. But thank you so much for watching. I don't know if this is like my introduction back to YouTube, if I'm gonna keep making videos from now on at a more regular interval or not. But this, this is I don't know. I wanted to make this for a while, and I'm glad that I finally sat down and did it. But thank you so much for watching. If you made it this long, I hope you did. I know my ramblings kind of just went and kept going and everything, but thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye!